school, class of 2023, and I'm in 10th grade right now. I learned about the program. I first learned about the ChangeMakers program back in 6th grade. Back then, it wasn't an actual group yet, and I started attending meetings in 7th grade all the way until now. I decided to first join because I was interested in coding and loved science. Science was my favorite class at the time, and I felt like it would be a great learning experience. My first impression when I started attending was that the topics we learned about would be very interesting, and I felt surrounded by people with the same interests as me. I wanted to eventually be one of the older change makers that would be teaching the middle schoolers. Uh, um, Hydroponics is a way of growing plants with no soil at all. It works by having the roots of the plants dipped into water and putting the nutrients in the water instead of the soil. Um, they are much more efficient than traditional farming methods. Hydroponic uses much less space and uses 99% less water than traditional farming. The work I've done have been microbit coding of the electric bike and the sustainathon. This is from the sustainathon presentation. Do I have to read all this? Because this is old.
You can summarize them like one point.
I was basically saying that this is like much more efficient than the top selling SUV of the time. And I think it was like at least like 10 times more efficient going the same distance, I think. And this is why I think this work was important. I think this work was important because it helped me further learn about electronics and coding. Learning this information has already helped me out in the real world, and saved me money. How it affected me and the environment. These projects have affected the environment positively by having an eco-friendly way of getting around, and also having a way of growing plants in your own home very easily and efficiently. This affected my family by now making us not have to buy certain plants from and instead growing it ourselves to save money. I learned how to better communicate with group members and collaborate better to complete a project. My final words that I would and is that I feel like this program was a great opportunity for everyone, and I'm glad I joined it. I'll be doing this again next year for sure.